Hi guys, my name is Sophie and I am back again to teach you a little bit more yoga. This time this flow is focused on breathing, on relaxing. It's a good short little flow that you can do before bedtime to help you relax and stretch and breathe into the spaces that feel uncomfortable, get a little bit stretching done before going to bed, and hopefully getting a really great night's sleep because of it. So we're going to do some of the same poses that we did yesterday, and I'll introduce some new poses as well, explaining them, breaking them down, and spending a few more moments in each pose to really get that full stretch effect. We're going to start in child's pose like we did yesterday. Our toes to touch at the back of the mat, knees spread wide beyond the mat's distance, and walk your hands out in front of you. You want to rest your forehead onto the mat. And take a few breaths here. With your forehead on the mat, relaxing down. First, take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Take one more like that. Deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. From here, we switch our breathing to Ujjayi breathing. Deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose, back of throat. Continue with that breath for a few more moments in child's pose. Ujjayi breathing is really important for you to get grounded into the space, to build a little bit of fire and energy in your body, and to help you channel in that energy throughout your body when you're holding poses that might be a little uncomfortable. So when I say focus on your breath and breathe through those movements, I mean to focus on your Ujjayi breathing. One more deep inhale. Exhale, back of throat, closing the mouth. On your next inhale, shift forward into a tabletop position, bringing your elbows under your shoulders and your knees in directly below your hips. Again, we're doing cow and cat like we did yesterday. Take a deep inhale, drop your stomach down, open up your chest and gaze up towards the ceiling. Here you want to broaden your shoulders, you want to drop your tummy so you feel a stretch. And on the exhale, pushing out of your back, gaze at your belly button, doming your back here, pushing up towards the ceiling. Take another inhale as we go to cow. And exhale, back of throat to cat. Take 3 more on your own, following your own breath. Now meet me back in a neutral spine. Firmly press your hands onto the mat. Notice that my fingers are spread wide. They're shoulders distance apart. And the fingers are pointing in the direction forward. What we're going to do now is tuck our toes under, lift our knees up 1/2 inch. And this is a good way to get into down dog for your first time. First, push your chest back towards your thighs. Then slowly begin to straighten your legs. Notice how your bottom goes up towards the floor. And the last and final step is to try and bring your heels down to the mat. Let your head hang heavy. Spend a few moments here, maybe lifting and lowering your heels. One at a time feels good too. Doing whatever feels good in your down dog. Take 3 more deep breaths, Ujjayi breaths in your down dog. On your next inhale, slowly on your tippy toes, walk towards the front of the mat. Bring your feet about hips width distance apart. We're gonna hang in ragdoll like we did yesterday. This time, let your neck hang heavy. You can interlace your hands to the opposite elbows if that feels good, or behind your neck and pull down with your elbows wide. Sway side to side. You can even just let your hands down. 3 Ujjayi breaths here, so focus on your breathing. Inhale, exhale. Place your hands on the mat. Step back into our down dog where we were before. Maybe your heels come even closer to the mat this time. Firmly press into your palms. Take 2 breaths. On your next exhale, lift your right leg up, keeping your left leg where it is. You want to square your hips down, point your toes down towards the ground. And on the exhale, bring your knee to your right wrist. And we slowly sink down here for pigeon pose. So your right knee's on your right wrist, and you're going to bring your right foot forward as much as possible. Then you want to sink down and back. Option to stay here if this is already hurting, or you can go onto your forearms or lower all the way down to your forehead if that feels comfortable. So you're focusing on stretching your outer right hip, and you don't want to forward fold leaning over this way or this way. You want to try to be squared, your hips squared. Try to relax your neck down. We're going to be here for 5 whole breaths. So starting with your first breath, take a deep inhale. Exhale. See if you can lower down eventually to get your forehead to the mat. You want to keep breathing to breathe into this discomfort. Staying here. Keep breathing 2 more breaths. One more deep inhale. Exhale, come up onto your palms, back to where we were at the beginning. Now we're going to sit onto your right glute and bring your left leg around to the front of the mat. Keeping your right foot where it is, like seated tree posture. We inhale our arms up. Exhale, fold over this left leg. So a couple options here with your body. You can square your shoulders and forward fold, trying to bring your chest lower down. Maybe eventually trying to bring your nose to your knee. Or if you want more of a back stretch, leave your left arm as close to your left foot as possible. Reach your right arm up and over. Stretching down, but opening up your shoulders. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Here for 2 more breaths. Next inhale, slowly coming up to seated. Keeping your right leg where it is. Lift up your left leg up, bend it, and then slowly walk your left foot over your right. So you're in what we would call a seated spinal twist. From here, arms come up, and on the exhale, we twist towards the left, hooking your right elbow onto your bent left knee. Twist towards the left. For every inhale, stretch and grow taller, and every exhale, twist even more. 2 more breaths like that. Deep inhale, up. Exhale, twist. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Slowly let it go. Bring our hands in front and step back to down dog. We want to do the other side now. First, take 2 deep breaths in down dog. On your exhale, lift up your left leg towards the ceiling, squaring your hips, flexing your foot. Exhale, bring your knee to your left wrist and slowly sink back with your right foot. Notice how I'm kind of crawling backwards, trying to bring this left foot up towards the mat even more. Again, you want to square your hips. You're not leaning one way or the other. You want to keep them squared. And you can walk down onto your forearms if that's comfortable. Or you can stay upright, no problem. Want to focus on squaring your hips, on lowering down, on breathing into this discomfort. We have 5 breaths here. You can get started. Trying to stay still once you've started your breaths. I know it's uncomfortable, but the more we breathe through that discomfort, the better we will feel after, and the better we will get at these poses. They will get more comfortable eventually. Option to lower down. Rest your head onto your palms. Last 2 breaths. Last one, we push up back to our palms. Exhale, sit onto your left glute. Bring your right foot around. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we forward fold. 1 seated tree over our right foot this time. Option to bring your nose to your knee. Always focusing on lowering your chest down. You can bend your knee to make contact if that feels better. Or if you want to back stretch, leave your right arm where it is. Circle your left arm up and over, opening up your shoulders, bending into that stretch. 3 more breaths here. Next one, slowly inhale. And on our exhale, left leg stays where it is. Our right leg comes up and over behind. Spinal twist. We sit up and then twist towards the right, hooking our left arm onto our right leg. Every inhale, we sit up, and exhale, we twist. Two more breaths like that. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, grow tall. And exhale, twist. Slowly release, let it go. Bring both feet out in front. We have 2 more poses to go through. Inhale, lift your arms up. And exhale, we forward fold with our legs straight, everything straight. You're trying to lower, again, your chest down. You can point your toes if that feels good, or flexed. You're trying to lower your chest down, maybe grabbing your heels, and if you can't reach, that's okay. You can just hold it out and forward fold. Relax your head down. One more deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Slowly sit up. We roll back slowly onto our backs. From here, going back into happy baby that we did before. Legs come up and open. You're grabbing your feet, pulling down as your feet are pushing up. Let your head rest onto the mat. You can rock side to side or just hold it here. Maybe straighten one leg or the other. Do what feels good. One more deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Bring your knees into your chest like we did yesterday. Hugging yourself, grabbing your opposite elbows. On the exhale, spinal twist. We knock our knees over to the right side. Bring your hands out into a T and gaze over to the left side. So you want to feel that twist. You want to try to keep both of your shoulder blades on the mat. Gaze to the left. Here for 3 breaths. Inhale back to center. Exhale, switching sides. Our knees come over to the left. Gaze over to the right. Trying to get both your shoulder blades on the mat. 3 breaths here. Finish your final breath. Inhale, knees back up to center. Final hug. And exhale, let it go, Savasana. Feet out wide. If you want to spread them wide or keep them close, up to you. Palms up towards the ceiling, laying down, relaxing everything down. I want you to stay in Savasana through the end of the practice. My challenge for you is to breathe deeply for 10 whole breaths, counting your breaths as you inhale, exhale. 1. Deep inhale, exhale. 2. Continue to do that up through 10, and then you will be done with your practice. Namaste.